to secure a last economy recovery, increasing community reliance, and ensuring a long-term pathway to sustainable development. We should not let this chance slip. And also coming towards the main thing and main, I can say, a main solution to tackle this problem is that all the government should support their new generation, because as we know, the new generation will run the country further. So yeah, so now I will come for the conclusion. Then can we go for the next one? Yeah, thank you so much. So coming towards the conclusion. So at the last, I only want to say that to tackle economic problem, the youth should come forward and should take hand to hand to the government and solve this problem in pandemic. And also, should government should invest some help to the youth ideas, as we know the new generation ideas will run the country and its dignity in future. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Can we go for the last slide? Yeah, yeah, thank you for your attention. So it's me, Debarshree D. You can contact me for if you want to know it. Thanks. That's all from.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah, thank you, Devashri. Actually, it was a good presentation. Lots of details that you had brought out. But I would just would like to suggest that whenever you're giving a presentation, you should not bring all the contents into the slides. Rather, you will have to minimize it a little because we couldn't see all that was brought in. So rather, what you can do is you try sum it all in one or two sentences, preferably one sentence, and you will
Yeah,
explain the rest. You always can keep a script and you can explain.
yeah,
Because we actually lost a track halfway in between, I'm pretty sure. But it's your first time, I believe. So these things tend to happen. You can improve from there on. Otherwise, everything was good. Good content. Thank you.
We have a question for you. Did you see? It's Leticia from Brazil. She's asking, is it a common policy for India's government to intervene in the economy in the ways that your solution suggests? What is the usual way your government deals with such issues? Did you see
can
it
you just
here?
repeat like
It's on the chat.
wait a yeah, yeah, I'm just
Okay. Leticia, are you here? If you want to turn on your camera and oh yes, you are here. I see you. And explain your question.
I was just wondering
okay.
because it's it is common in Brazil for the government to intervene and make public policies that intervene in private sectors. But we know that that is not common in other countries, such as the US or more liberal moved towards more liberal agenda countries. And I'd like to know, because I honestly don't know, what is it like in India? Does the government usually does this such of how can I say that in English? Help into the private sector? Does it regulate or stipulate um, stuff like importation quotas to help the internal market and stuff like that? That's what I was wondering. What is the usual or um, the main how can I say that, the main
Okay.
behavior of
Uh,
the economic policy of
I'm
your government? That's just what I was wondering.
okay. Yes. So yeah, coming towards my of my government economic policy. If I come nowadays, like in recently, my government is focusing more in the private sector, because before the lockdown, we are focusing our main products, like some of the like electronic products and main like electronic products and some stuffs from China only. But due to this lockdown, after the China border issue has came, our government has stopped the, like I can say, they have stopped the like Chinese product use, and they are main focusing in the government, in the private sector also. And also now our government has released he like the like own country policy. Okay. Can I can I can I like can I continue?
I think it has echo. What? Okay, the person muted.
Okay. Can I continue? Yeah, okay, thanks. So also like my government has also like released some some policy and scheme in Hindi language, so you will not understand. But then also I will give you some points like they are now main focusing to build many infrastructures like privately, like they are calling many like outcomers like from different countries, but their main focus to build all the infrastructure in India by the help of our workers, power our material. But and also my government has also like to tackle the schemes, many like policies has been like they have like started to like for our like like farmer bills has been released to like tackle the economic problem in the farmer side. Yes. There are many policies, but if I go for it, it will take more long.
Yes, yes, of course, because if
Yes.
it is an intervening government, the policies are infinite. But I thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, Letitia. And Debarshree, if you don't mind, I'll just try simplify it for you. Basically, what Debarshree wanted to tell you was that the how it's done in India is that the government is divided into two types: center and state. Each India has states. So the center has a set of policies that is universal for all states, and each state also has different economic policies, how they want to trade for their state. So there are two different types of policies. So basically, Indian government does have a major say in most of the economic uh, issues and policies. We do not we have a very low laser fair economy, and it's there only for small and cottage industries, which small and cottage industries are those who are just trying to like basically like startups, but who which are set up in rural areas and have a tough time coming up. And the recent policy that with the after the pandemic that the government has come up with is with the self-reliant policy. As you know, India has been facing a lot of issues with China, and India has been dealing with China for quite some we have cut down our trades with them. As you know, China is a country which
Yeah.
produces almost so many items, including our Apple phones and laptops. So for such reason, due to our this thing, because uh, we don't want war. No country wants war right now. So we are cutting down our trade with them, and we are looking at trade with other countries much more, and trying to be self-reliant. And due to the pandemic, trade also has cut down because people don't are not supposed to move out of their places because it's an airborne and touch-borne disease, as we all know. So being self-reliant is helping all the people who have lost, a lot of people lost jobs, so giving them an a second chance to come up and work, because as you know, we all need money to feed ourselves and our family, and the only way was
Vem cá pra você ver a cara
to
do
be
Xing Ling aqui, ó.
self-reliant. So
Parecendo a
that's the
Deep
thing.
Web essa reunião minha. Cuidado, não tem coisa fora de
So
manifestar.
did you get it? That's pretty much what Debarshree wanted to say
I am.
from his.
Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
someone else is with the
So,
audio on.
Yeah, I
Se
think
you allow me
Eden.
to speak in português, yeah. Eden, seu áudio tá ligado.
yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much for like
There you go.
understanding because I am in class. Yeah, I'm in class 10, so I cannot like explain that level
It's okay.
because we have
And
passed
no,
UF law and
that's actually a very good try. It's quite remarkable. Here, there is no, irrespective of from which background and what our education qualifications are, we are here to share and learn. So, great try.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't trying to put you in the spot.
yeah, and
I was just curious, yeah.
and we organizers are here to help you guys. Uh, if in any thing we can help each other out. So feel free,
yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
If somebody is having problem,
yeah,
do help them out so that we all learn. Okay.
yeah,
Great
ma'am.
work,
Okay.
Thank,
Debarshree.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Debashri,
Thank you.
for answering the questions. And also, thank you to others for giving certain important inputs that's needed. And I hope he can learn from it and then he can improvise it in the days to come as well. So, the next person to present would be Khizran Fatima, and she'll be talking something about Pakistan's culture. Khizran, floor is yours. The time
Yes,
is 15 minutes.
thank you very much. Hello, delegates. I am Khizran Fatma, a 15-year-old from Pakistan, and I would first of all like to thank Global Voice Talks for reaching out to me with this amazing opportunity. And secondly, to introduce myself, I have been doing public speaking in Model United Nations from the past 4 to 5 years, and I'm currently in high school and under a lot of stress due to my upcoming exams. But we all need a day to relieve ourselves, so without further ado, let's begin. So as you can see, my topic states hashtag Pakistan Zindabad declamation on Pakistan's culture. Pakistan Zindabad is a slogan meaning long live the pure land or victory of Pakistan. It is used by the Pakistanis as an expression of victory and patriotism. Its use started even before the creation of Pakistan, and its history dates back to the independence days of Pakistan, as it became a battle cry and greeting for the Pakistanis which were struggling for for an independent state. After that, Pakistan Zindabad became the national slogan of Pakistan. As to why I chose this topic, many people refer to Pakistan as either the ally of China or the broken part of the subcontinent, but not as Pakistan, the independent country. So I want to show everyone how strong and beautiful Pakistan itself is. And although I am born in Pakistan, but I have spent a lot of years abroad, so this opportunity gave me to learn more about my country as well. Pakistan is famous for uh, Pakistan is famous for many things, and one of them includes the footballs. Although among sports, cricket and hockey are very famous in Pakistan, but football or soccer is not very famous. But despite but except that Sialkot, a city in Pakistan, is very famous for their sports manufacturing goods, and Pakistan's footballs have been used in many FIFA World Cups till now. Secondly, Pakistan possesses a profound blend of landscapes that varies every few kilometers. The country thus is blessed with plains, desert, mountains, forest, coastal areas, and a lot of other topography. Pakistan is one of Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan, which is concluded to be the second most beautiful city in the world, and that is what I'm going to show you. This is Islamabad, the capital. This right here is the Faisal Mosque. It is considered one of the largest mosques in the world, and behind that are the Himalayas. This is Balochistan, and this is the Astola Island. It is one of the most beautiful visiting sites in the world. This is Lahore, and this building is called Minar-e Pakistan. It is one of the wonders It is one of the most beautiful historical ancient site to visit, and this is the Swat Valley. Other than that, Pakistan's cricket team is very famous because it is very unpredictable. Sometimes it loses, sometimes it wins. And other than that, Pakistan is famous for winning the 1992 Cricket World Cup as well. And this uh, person right here is our current. He was our cricket one of our most famous cricketer, and he is currently our prime minister. Uh, Pakistan is famous for its provinces and their cultures and traditions. And Pakistan has a total of 5 provinces, and all of them have different living styles. They speak different languages, wear different dresses, and have different taste in food. Right here, I would like to add that I'm really sorry if my presentation seems rushed because I have another conference that I have to attend. So I am really sorry about that.
No, it's amazing, by the way. I like the way you present, and I like your slides. So continue. I'm very
Thank
excited
you
to know
very
more
much.
about Pakistan. Don't be confused.
So let's talk about Sindh. Their people, every province has a different language. So the people of Sindh speak Sindhi. That is an ancient and traditional language. They wear loose shalwar and loose kameez and love low spice foods. And Sindhi people are very fond of doing work. Hence, their handicrafts have a very unique and different style, as it can be seen on the right hand side. Next, Punjab. The people of Punjab speak Punjabi. Panj means 5 and Ab means river. So, as the name suggests, Punjab is the province in which 5 rivers flow. Punjabi culture is known to be the richest and the oldest culture of world history, and their dances are famous all over the world. As per for Balochistan, it is the largest province of Pakistan geographically, but the smallest province population-wise. And their people speak Balochi. Their dried fruit is very famous, along with their steamed foods. And their dress code is also very special, which includes a turban and shalwar kameez. Shalwar kameez is a cultural and traditional dress of Pakistan, and their women wear long dresses and they wear heavy metallic jewelry, as it can be seen. KPK stands for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It is surrounded by high, gorgeous mountains with snow-clad peaks decorated by Mother Nature, with wonderful pine forests and orchards of fruits at the foothills. Many foreign tourists have called Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as the Switzerland of Pakistan. That is all for now. I hope you all would now see Pakistan as a beautiful, independent country rather than an underdeveloped piece of land. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khizran, for this wonderful topic and the interaction that ensued. My question to you is regarding FIFA. That's something that I didn't know earlier. However, you mentioned that all stakeholders have accepted the fact that the football is from Pakistan. Who are those stakeholders? Could you please enlighten us?
These stakeholders, Pakistan is the city Sialkot is very famous for creating the sports goods, and it is what it contributes in 1% of the Pakistan's GDP. The FIFA World Cup stakeholders, which I mentioned, they have recognized Pakistan as one of the best football manufacturing country. And these stakeholders include the European Club Association, World Leagues Forum, and FIFPRO, FIFPro, and other relevant bodies which work with FIFA.
And you had mentioned Islamabad and Lahore, right? You missed out another city, a major city. Could you
Yes,
mention
there are
that?
many. Yes, there are many. I've focused more on provinces as their cultures and traditions are very famous. But many cities such as Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad, Quetta, and all are very famous because they all also have different traditions. Like Karachi mainly is famous for its very spicy foods and its ports and sea. Lahore is very Lahore is considered very ancestral, and because it has very ancient buildings which are very uh, close to the hearts of the Pakistanis.
Awesome. Any questions from the audience?
Yes, please. You mentioned in the first presentation, in the first of the presentation, that you were born in Pakistan and then you traveled abroad. why did you travel, and where did you travel?
I traveled because of my father's job. It requires to move to different countries, and I've been to South Korea, I've been to China, I've been to Indonesia, I've been to Malaysia, and I've been to Singapore.
Nice. That was my question.
I'm yet to step out of my house. Anyway, anyway, thank you, Khizran. Uh, Questions from others? I mean, thank you, Ashraf, for a relatively good question. Anybody else relating to the topic?
I have a question, like not from myself, but from you, Vibhav. You said that you're studying foreign relations, especially Pakistan. So I know I'm very young to ask this, but what are your views regarding the Kashmir conflict? Although that is very controversial and everything, but I have had gotten perspectives from different people around the world, and I would like to have a perspective from you as well, or any other member in this conference right now.
Uh, okay, so whatever perspectives I will give will be an Indian perspective. So you'll have to bear with me a little. I can't be neutral on something which is apparently my country's position. Okay, so number one is that, as you know, Kashmir dispute has been an important uh, issue that has concerned both the countries since the independence in 1947. Uh, I actually look at issues like the functions of the Pakistan military and how it has controlled the government. So don't kill me, anyone, please. Now, nobody's going to do anything to you. So, yeah. So I look at the functions of Pakistan military in Pakistan's administration and all of that, and how the society or the media has functioned over a period of years. That's one thing. But since you specifically asked about Kashmir, uh, I would like to reiterate that uh, no, Letitia. I mean, dialogue is the best way, and actually, dialogue is important from the perspective of gathering intelligence. Also, I mean, there is an advantage in talking. You can always get the kind of crucial information from the other side. You can always look at their body language. There's so many things that you can look at. However, if you have often heard what our own establishment says, we are friendly with the people of Pakistan, but we are actually not uh, pally with the policies of the Pakistani government, and especially the current government of Imran Khan. We were relatively happier with Nawaz Sharif, but Imran Khan is not someone we are really happy with. Um, but otherwise, if you look at other aspects, probably it is little decent. But Kashmir remains to be a problem, and our long-standing issue has been that Pakistan must get rid of its terrorist groups that are actually present on its soil, who may or may not be controlled by some elements of the society. So unless they solve that issue, then I mean, then the next step would be us coming to the table and talking to the Pakistani government. Yeah.
Can I add more points? Some points from my side. I'm also a manner, and I have discussed many times regarding this Kashmir issue, and I have given some points also regarding it. Can I give? Yeah, the thing is, if we go for the Kashmir issue, there is no solution. The only one solution is to, like, the government of Pakistan and also the government of India, like, they have to do shake hand, and they have to be friendly. The only solution I can say, because the Kashmir, now I can say, like, I am saying this is like, I can say there are some small mistakes of our government also, and also mistakes of Kashmir government, Pakistan government also, and also the main thing, Pakistan should, like, have to, like, they have, like, the terrorist groups, Okay, terrorist group. Some background noises
Devashri,
are
we can't hear you.
some. Yeah, I cannot like listen. Some background noises are coming. Yeah, no, just some the things like I can say I have some of my friends in Pakistan also. So we Indians like friendly with our Pakistan members. But the only problem I can say is the Pakistan, like the Pakistan government only, because the Pakistan government have some policies which we do not like. As same goes to with the sir. That's all from my side.
Could I maybe share my perspective, Kishram, because you said you're gathering it for your research paper, and maybe a Brazilian has a unique view of a problem that is far. If you'd like that, you you say so. Because okay, thank you. Because as I've studied, like I said, I went through college and I have my BA in international relations, and the way we studied it in my university was in the same package deal as conflicts like Palestine and like South China Sea and stuff, because well, the main thing that people told us and how the sources we studied with is that it is a conflict that has so many outside influence and outside forces playing with such a small territory that it complicates the issue tenfold, because it's not anymore just about two countries and one issue. It's about in many other countries with infinite issues. So that's what we learn. That's what I learned. That it's not simple, and it's not just. Unfortunately, it's not anymore just about Pakistan and India. It's about more, and that sucks.
Uh, okay, Khizran, just one hard fact that I had to bring in since you asked about Kashmir. Little controversial in whatever I'm going to say, but ultimately it's more or less a fact that has been accepted in the United Nations also. So bear with me on this. Uh, I often have heard my counterparts talk about UN resolution number 48 on Kashmir and what's the position that's going to take place to ensure that the dispute is solved. And they would talk about the word plebiscite, meaning that there will be some sort of a referendum amongst the people of Kashmir, and they would choose whether to be with Pakistan or India. However, the first condition itself is that Pakistan has to withdraw from the territories it has illegally occupied. That's the words that they have used. The second condition is that India should also withdraw its troops, but maintain a minimum force to ensure that a plebiscite has to take place. And third one, as I mentioned, will be the plebiscite. So the issue right now is that Pakistan actually has not withdrawn troops from the areas that it has illegally occupied, which also means that we are also not budging from our spot. And looking at the current scenario also where China is also brought into the case, uh, it also contradicts Pakistan's position overall. So, well, quite honestly, if I have to put it in my own words, none of us have any idea what Pakistan really wants. So, uh, anyway, you are able to see a different perspective of the entire issue while staying abroad. So, it gives you a learning experience altogether. Where are you staying currently?
Currently, I am in Pakistan,
Oh, okay. Where exactly?
Islamabad.
Acha ji. Anyway, uh, any more questions to Khizran? No more? Okay. So, Nagmani, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, for out of curiosity, I used to ask for Fatima how they feel about the Indian culture and basically about society, just for out of curiosity.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat?
Yeah, I'm asking you how you feel about the Indian culture and about Indian society as a Pakistani.
Honestly, as far as I have seen, the cultures of India and Pakistan are mainly similar, like the dressing and the foods and everything, because we have been together in the past as a subcontinent. So there has been an influence of both of each other on each other. So I believe, although I really do respect Indian culture, as India is one of the major countries of the world, the major export countries and countries in the world, and it has a very strong influence on the the imports and exports of many countries around the world. And I personally do respect India and its culture, and I find it very amusing. And I would like to, in future, read upon that as well through MUNs.
Okay, that's super. Anyway, we'll move on to the next person, and that would be. Just give me a second. Um, right. So the next person will be Nutfatin. Nutfatin, are you there? Nutfatin. If you are there, please switch on your audio as well as video. No, he isn't there. So we'll move to the next person. Uh, Denise, the floor is yours.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, it's my time. It's my turn. So I'm going to start sharing my templates with you. Just a moment. Do you see it? Yes. Okay. So hello everyone. It's me again. I'm here talking to you, and now I am going to talk about Brazil. As I told you before, I am Brazilian and I really enjoy being Brazilian. I am proud of my country, and I know that we have many beautiful things and a beautiful culture here. So I want to share with you some points, some aspects about this. I think that we have another Brazilians here. So if you could say present or say I'm here to everyone see who you are. And if you want to add something or to say something, you are free to say to help me too, because we are all Brazilians and you can help me in talking about these things I'm going to talk now. So I started by choosing this. I choose this title, Brazil Beyond Rio de Janeiro, because when we talk about Brazil with people from other countries, the first thing that everyone thinks about is Rio de Janeiro. And as you are from other countries, you know that it's true. When people think about Brazil, we think about Rio de Janeiro and beaches and parties like carnival and soccer. It's not a crime to think like this. It's okay. I understand why people think like this. It's our most famous aspects, but we have many more things and a big culture. We are so many people here and we have different cultures, and I'm going to talk with you about this. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to say, you are free to say. We are here to have a conversation and I hope you enjoy it. So this talk is about Brazilian culture, as I told you, and we have here this map. This is a Brazilian map, and we are a multicultural country. We have 26 states and one federal district, which has the same, which is almost the same thing as a state. We are a big country, so we needed to have this to control and to divide many things that we need to organize ourselves. We need to organize the country, so we have this. We have the states, and with the states we have the cities. I think that someone is talking. Please,
Debarshree, could you please put it on presentation mode, please?
Yeah.
What?
Could you put it on presentation mode?
Yes, yes, I can. Just a moment. Wait, I'm going to put. Is it better? Yes, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, nice. So we have, as I was telling you, here in Brazil, we speak Portuguese. We don't speak Spanish. Our neighbors speak Spanish, but we speak Portuguese. So, and there's another language, which is Brazilian Sign Language, for people who don't hear, and which is a language too. So when you are here in Brazil, we have these two. Some people also speak Spanish, but our official language is Portuguese and Brazilian Sign Language. We were colonized by Portugal, so that's the reason we speak Portuguese, not Spanish. So we have some popular sayings, some things that everyone knows and everyone says. I think that you are sending messages on the chat. I'm going to open it just to see, just a moment. Rio de Janeiro and Goiânia are the best places in Brazil. Oh, Paul is from Peru and he came here last year. And yes, Goiânia is the capital of Goiás, which is one state. I'm going to come back to show you, which is one state. This state here, right in the middle, right in the heart of Brazil is Goiás, and the capital is Goiânia. So yes, I agree with Paul. Goiânia is the best city of Brazil. I have to say this. I love Goiânia. It's my city. And some popular sayings about Brazil. People used to say that we love soccer, and it's true. We do play soccer a lot and go to the watch it, and we drink, we have these big meetings with our friends and family. But it's not only this. We have other sports too. People play other sports too. Oh, I see that we have a problem with the translation here. It's soccer here. First place, it's soccer. So we love it, but there are other sports too. As you can see, we have these others: volleyball, tennis, swimming, futsal, and we play other sports. But it's true, we like soccer. It's pretty common here, like people actually get angry or very happy because of soccer, and that's it. And another thing that I do hear a lot, people tell me a lot that the Brazilians are beautiful people. Of course, I agree with it, but it's not only an visual aspect. We have these other aspects that help us being beautiful. Here in Brazil, as the culture is very, very diverse, we have a lot of diversity. People are usually learning and hearing that they have to accept the beautiful, the different, the difference in the beauties. Like everyone can be beautiful for us. Of course, we have problems here with respecting everyone, and I think that every country has this kind of, how can I say, when we look to a person that is very different, sometimes we have people that don't respect, but most of people respect the diversity. So most of people think that everyone can be beautiful, and this way we are more confident. I see that there is a research that says that Brazil is the country that smiles the most in Instagram. Like when you have the Brazilians in Instagram, they are the people, the country that smiles the most. We love smiling, we are confident, and I think this is a thing that helps us being beautiful or being seen as beautiful. And there is another aspect, that is the aspect that we are the fourth largest beauty and personal care market in the world. So we have many we shop a lot, we buy a lot things to be beautiful, and we have these surgeries. I think that this helps with this thought that the Brazilian are beautiful people. So I think that these three are the things that explain why we were seen as beautiful people. And I think that we are beautiful people, but everyone in the world can be beautiful too. Beauty is a thing that changes with the culture, and with the culture, beauty is like one thing can be beautiful for me and not be beautiful for you. But everyone can be beautiful for us here in Brazil. The beauty is a very, very big circle. It's like we have many discussions about it. So another aspects that are well known as other countries are food and parties. We are see Brazilians are seen as people that enjoy parties. And it's true, we have a lot of parties here. I see people laughing on the videos. It's true, we like parties, but it's like we don't only live for parties. We have I'm going to talk about the universities, the public universities and these things. But here in Brazil, we have parties that are like we are very we are people that enjoy affection. So we have parties with families, we have parties to dance, we have parties that are from the religion. We have many different kinds of parties, and people do enjoy going to parties here. I think I see Leticia talking about the beauty thing, as the beauty aspect. Yes, Leticia, we are Leticia said on the chat, we are actually the country that has the largest number of teenager plastic surgery. Beauty is an issue. Yes, can be bad and can be good. We have these two sides. Like we accept the diversity, but we have this thing with the surgery. But we are getting better because we are talking a lot about this, about how it is a problem. Yes, Leticia? So I was talking to you food here in Brazil. Brazil is a very large country, is a very big country. So when you think about Brazil, don't think only about Rio de Janeiro. When you go to Rio, you are going to eat some kind of food, you are going to go to some kind of places, and you won't find them in other states, in other cities of Brazil, because Brazil is very, very large. Like it's a very big country, and you have these different kinds of foods and places and even parties. So it's like it's very rich, it's very wealth, like the food aspect, the parties aspect, the places, the visual aspect of the places. So yes, we have the this country has great foods and great culture in kitchens, in food, in cooking. So you have this chance of, I think it's like India is very big, and it has a large culture. It's very, we have these things that gets closes in some way. So good things about Brazil: great biodiversity wealth, especially in the Amazon and the Cerrado, with lots of research related to health, cosmetics, food, and medicine, especially. So we have this biodiversity that is unique, like Cerrado and Amazonia for us. And I think that most of you knows Amazon, but don't know Cerrado. Cerrado is like very well true, but it's not very known. Not everyone know that it exists. There is Cerrado, but it's very well true. We have a lot of research related to it, but it's like it's finishing. We are killing the Cerrado. We need to get worried about it because it's very important, and we are killing it. And I see everyone in the world are worried about Amazonia, and we are not worried about the other places and the other biodiversity. I think we need to be worried about the other biodiversity like Cerrado and others. What are we going to do when we kill this other biodiversity that are very, very important for the not only for our country but for others too? And like for medicine especially, I think Cerrado is very rich for medicine, for healthy aspects, and we are not getting worried about how we are destroying it, and we need to be more worried about it. But a great thing about good things about Brazil: people, affection, and kindness. People here in Brazil are very kind, and affection is very, very common. We like to hug, to kiss, to hold hands. And it's a good thing if you come to Brazil and you are hugging your friend or kissing him. It's normal, it's okay, and we enjoy it actually. We like kindness and affection. And another thing that not all the Brazilians know, and not all the people are around the world, is about our internet governance. It's very good, actually. It's multi-sectoral. It's very good. And actually, it's better each day, and we need to make more research about it and to hear it and study more about it because it's a great thing here in Brazil and it's not well known. Our public health and universities. So we have public health system, and it's very good because if you come to Brazil and something very bad happens to you, you are going to have access to the public health system. So it's okay, we have this. It's not perfect, of course. It has a lot of problems, but we have this. So the poor people, like the people who have nothing, no money, they can take care of themselves because we have public health system, and it's a good thing. We have to fight for keeping it alive. And we have the public universities, which are very, very good universities. They have their problems, of course, but they are very good universities, and we have to respect and give value to this. We have also the private sector for these things, for health um, system and universities, of course. So we have both public and private sector. And as I told you, food and drinks are things that are very good here. We have this diversity also in food and drinks. And music is the same. We have a lot of kinds of music. I want you to show a video. It's very short, but let me show you this before. We have many accents, so the Portuguese language spoken has its own style and different according to the region of the country. So when you come to Brazil, if you speak Portuguese, it's going to be nice because you are not going to get lost, but you have to know that we have this different, like Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese is a lot of different Brazilians Portuguese in each state. We have these different accents and different meanings of the words in each state, in each country, in each city. So we have this like a lot of words. So you have to pay attention when you come here. It's going to be a great thing, but it's just a point to pay attention. So before talking about the problems, I want to show you a video. Just a moment. I'm going to show here now. Tell me if you see the video, please.
Not yet.
Not yet? And now?
Yeah, there you go.
This is a very famous video, and I think it's a great one.
Denise, so the audio is not working.
It's not. Let me see. Wait.
You might have to work it out in Zoom, not YouTube.
But do you hear now?
No, not.
No, I think you don't. Sharing the audio.
Wait. Are you as the host, Vibhav? Or it's me?
Oh, it's back to me again. I'm the host.
Wait, let me see.
But okay, but rather what we can do is, why don't you send a link to people so that they can actually watch it? I mean,
Okay.
one thing right now is we have actually crossed 15 minutes, but
Okay.
yeah, we can at least talk about Brazil. You know, some of them are asking questions already. Probably your presentation has most number of questions.
Okay,
And
okay, I'm not going to show the whole video, just some images, some pictures to you see. So, as you can see, we have a wealth country. I have just one more topic to show you that about the problems in Brazil. We have some really serious problems with corruption, violence, and public sector slowness. About the corruption and the violence, I think that everyone in the world know a little about it. So about our corruption, we are not getting better. Like I cannot say that we are getting better if we see the last years. But what I can say about a good aspect about corruption is the universities are making a lot of research about corruption. So I cannot say that the numbers show that we are getting better. I cannot say that we are getting better, but we are making a lot of research about it. So I am a researcher about corruption. I study about it. So I can tell you about the numbers. I can tell you that what the numbers show, and I can tell you that we are studying about it. We want to solve it. We are studying about how we can make compliance here and how we can make things get better. So things are not better yet, but I hope they get better soon. We have this problem with public sector slowness, and I don't know when it's going to get better because it's like a cultural aspect, I think. And we have the violence. I think that we have a lot of people see violence with like if there is a lot of violence everywhere, but it's not true. Some places have more violence than others. I think that people look more to these places. They put their eyes and their vision only on this. But we have violence, but it's not that bad. It's not so bad as everyone says and sees. So the conclusion about my presentation is you are all welcome to Brazil. And we don't have only Rio de Janeiro, we have a diversity of places and culture. This is a picture of me. I wasn't with short hair on that times, as you can see. This is in Goiás, my state, and it's on Chapada dos Veadeiros. It's a very, very beautiful place. I invite you all to come here and to know. It's an amazing place, and I think that you are going to enjoy if you come to Brazil. If you come to Goiânia, to Goiás, we can go out and tell me. So to finish, I bring one poetry and I'm going to read it for you, and I'm going to send the translation on the chat for you, but I'm going to read in Portuguese right now just so you see how it is. Okay, just a moment. I'm going to send you the translation, so this way no one is going to get lost. Okay, I'm going to read it for you. Canção de Exílio, Gonçalves Dias. Minha terra tem palmeiras onde canta o sabiá. As aves que aqui gorjeiam não gorjeiam como lá. Nosso céu tem mais estrelas, nossas várzeas têm mais flores. Nossos bosques têm mais vida, nossa vida mais amores. Em cismar sozinho à noite, mais prazer encontro eu lá. Minha terra tem palmeiras onde canta o sabiá. Minha terra tem primores, que tais não encontro eu cá. Em cismar sozinho à noite, mais prazer encontro eu lá. Minha terra tem palmeiras, onde canta o sabiá. Não permita, Deus, que eu morra, sem que eu volte para lá. Sem que desfrute os primores, que não encontro por cá. Sem que ainda aviste as palmeiras, onde canta o sabiá. É isso. Thank you, everyone. That's it. I'm finishing my presentation here. If you can send me a message by mail, by Instagram, by WhatsApp, that's it. Thank you. And I'm going to answer your questions if you have some.
Yeah, I have two questions.
Okay.
One is, what is Sabia, or who is Sabia?
It's a bird.
Okay.
Yes, it's a bird.
Okay, and the second one was, you had shown the map of Brazil, and where you showed Goiás and other places. But what are those color denotations? I mean, you had patches of regions which had different colors: orange, dark green, light green, and something of the sort. What did they denote?
They are the big regions of Brazil, like the middle, the Middle West, the South, the Southwest. Yes, Leticia, did you want to say something?
Oh no, it's just that it's the way we separate the states, because it's large and we don't want to, like, I think the geographers were inspired by the math that is to learn the 50-something states in the US. So our geographers decided to, you know what, let's organize this and organize each state by its locality. It's super normal for us. Yes. When you say something like, he's from the South, we know which state he is, but it's not something that foreigners know that much about. So don't worry about it.
You know, when you look at both India and Brazil, there's some similarity, because Brazil altogether was ruled by Portugal, while in India there is a small state called Goa, which you guys have to visit in case you come to India. That was ruled by Portugal, and it made me think that Portugal, which is located at closer to the ocean, preferred territories that were close to the ocean itself. They did not like territories that were much more inwards, which did not have a coastline. So Brazil has a coast, and then Goa is anyway on the coast. And then they brought in a lot of spices and all. And of course, Goa has, I mean, celebrates festivals like Carnival and all, and you can always come in. It is exactly
Viva
like the way
Carnival.
how,
Yeah, it's called as
yeah,
Viva Carnival.
yeah, Viva Carnival,
Viva Carnival.
Carnival, right?
It's
I guess.
it's
And
in the month of February.
yeah, yeah. So I speak a language called Konkani. Konkani is a mixture of so many languages. I'll probably have to give a separate presentation on India probably to make you understand. It's a bit like Hindi and a mix of local languages. But in Goa, you speak Konkani, which is influenced mainly by Portuguese. So I really cannot understand their Konkani because it's filled with Portuguese words. So yeah, so that is all I had to say. And yeah, like when it comes to our history, I don't know about Brazil, but the thing is, Portuguese rule. I mean, this is
And
the
I have one question.
uh, okay. Just a second, Sohan.
Okay.
One thing is that the Portuguese could not rule the rest of India. They came, they were the first Europeans to come and settle, and they were the last Europeans to leave. That's the biggest irony, even despite not ruling the rest of the country. But they were there for a very long time. Even after 15 years of India's independence, we still had the Portuguese in India. Uh, yeah. Anyway, the question by Sohan.
I just wanted to know about your capital, the Brasilia, which was actually shifted because they wanted to have a central, like a point where people can come and a central administration city. What is your thought? Is it a failed capital or is it a successful? Because what the president at that president or prime minister, the chief of your country at that time vision was a modern Brazil should be shown through the capital. But instead, what happened? People who came to work there ended up settling over there itself in a settlements, around the city. And what is your thought about that? Because even in the during the Olympics, also they tried to make a different city, and even the Brazil couldn't do it. So there is some kind of difference what's going on, which I couldn't find out. But why is it the planning is so bad, or what is going on? Is I just wanted to know when it comes to the cities, new cities especially.
Denise, could I answer that because I lived there?
Yes,
Or
yes,
do
of
you
course.
want to
No,
do you want
you
to say
can.
something?
You can.
So I've lived in Brasilia for almost 8 years. The first part of your question, and for anyone who doesn't know it, initially when the Portuguese settled in Brazil, our two first capitals were in the coast because it was easier for them to manage the colony. In the 1950s, especially like in the 1955, we elected a president, and I say elected because we had a lot of trouble with democracy, and that's an issue for another time. But in 1955, we elected a guy that is called Juscelino Kubitschek, and the guy was super well connected with U.S. lobbyists in the automotive industry. So he started building roads all across Brazil to make it happen so that cars could be a thing in Brazil. So that's a fun fact. We don't have many trains. We have roads everywhere, high speed roads and stuff. And then with this project, he insisted in building a city that was in the center of Brazil to connect all roads, and that city was to be made in a model that was friendly to cars, not walkers. So what you see in Brasilia is it is a beautiful city. It is very organized and And yeah, it's like you live in a park if you live in the right side of it, because they modeled it as an airplane, and basically public servants live in the airplane, and they can use car and go anywhere. But if you don't have a car, everything is super far away, and it's very hard to walk. If you live outside the airplane, the model, you don't have public transportation, and you can't walk to the city because it's like 30 kilometers away from the center. And your question was about the Olympics, right? Was it why it wasn't in Brasilia? Well,
No,
there was.
There was some issues with that. I guess there were some problems that happened with the Brazilian administration and the people. So I guess, yeah, that's what my question is.
Okay. Um, you mean because of the money spent in the events, the sport events?
Yeah. Afterwards, if you see, the stadiums are very much unused, most of them, and even the village which were made. And why? What is the problem? Because
Yeah,
yeah, and like most of the villages are
that
converted
that is
into.
the
That's all.
yeah, that is the FIFA problem. When they decide to host an event like a World Cup or Confederate Cup, I was a volunteer for the FIFA World Cup and the Confederate Cup. They uplift the cities and they uplift the countries. And if it happens, the event happens in countries like Brazil and South Africa, that demand the event happening in a multitude of cities, but the countries are poor and don't have infrastructure enough to be able to host it. What happens is you build monumental states in cities that don't even have soccer teams, like Brasilia, don't have like expressive because cheering people for their teams. And that's what happened in Brasilia. Brasilia has the stadium that costed the most, like 1 billion reais at the time, and it is the less used one. So that was one of the main problems. And I remember you said about the workers settling, the workers that built Brasilia settling there. If Denise could somehow show some pictures of Brasilia, it would be easier, because Brasilia is a project to be modern and, like you said, to be the symbol of modernity in Brazil. But what happened was exactly what Sohan said, that the workers, the builders that worked there, they had to settle around it. And then that's where, when the communities I said that are far away from the center, they turned up. I'm like the devil's advocate, and I'm the bearer of bad news, because every time Denise was saying something in her presentation, something good, I was like, no, it's something bad. But it is the reality. Outside of Brasilia, we have the highest rates of rape and homicide in a locality in Brazil. So it is a harsh place to live when you live outside Brasilia's airplane model. So that's a great question, actually. It symbolizes
No matter what,
Brazilian
nobody
inequality.
can, like, no matter what, but no matter what, nobody can forget Pele, Ronaldinho, or Neymar, Oscar, anyone, like the great players of football who have inspired me actually. So,
Yeah,
so even that cannot be
it was
kept
a great
aside.
word.
Leticia, if you want to share one picture here, you can. I think that everyone can share screen. You were saying about sharing a picture of Brasilia.
Oh yeah, I only told you that because you were already with this stuff up, but
Okay.
I can search it.
Okay, I think that Gabriele want to talk to. Gabriele is here.
Oh,
Gabriele.
hi. I'm gonna
Hi,
answer
Gabriele.
hi.
Yes,
I,
let me just
I'm
say,
gonna.
we received one question about the economic issue and the corruption. Let me read it. Someone, Vetilo Venu, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, so correct me, please. So he asked, how is, in your perspective, how is Bolsonaro dealing with the economic issue in the context of corruption in Brazil? So I said to him that it's a hard question, but what we see is Bolsonaro talked a lot about this when he was trying to become a president, and he talked a lot about corruption, but this year and we had a lot of problems because we lost many people that were part of his government because they just didn't agree with him. And I think that this type of um, this this type of dealing with problems, it keeps the corruption going, because he, when he doesn't like something, he just, oh, I don't want you anymore. He doesn't deal with the problems. He doesn't face the problems. We had some agreements, some good agreements with other countries, but as Bolsonaro didn't deal well with the pandemics, I don't know if the other countries are going to keep the agreements or if they are not going to keep it off. I think that the situation here is not very good. Like, our currency is not going well. It's bad if you look for other currencies. And that's what I think. I think that Bolsonaro talked a lot about corruption and it's not doing as much as he talks. Gabriele?
Denise,
I think
can
I'm gonna
please
answer the.
share my thoughts on
Leticia, what were you saying?
I just wanted to share my thoughts on corruption because it was something I wanted to talk about before I changed the subject. It was something I wanted to talk ever since you said it in your presentation. It is that you guys have to keep in mind that we are a new democracy, so our institutions are not consolidated as some are from outside countries. So when you talk about corruption in Brazil, you have to bear in mind that it started being considered corruption, and it started being investigated, and it started being fought in the late 2000s, you know. So the institutions, and by institutions, I mean the independency of the police, the federal police, and the independency of the public prosecutor's office to prosecute corruption is a new thing. So of course the numbers are high now because only now we have this independency and security with the institutions, and only now we are able to start to identify the sources and the mechanisms that corrupt the public service. So that's something that I wanted to say, because of course the numbers are going to be gloomy and bad, because only now we can start to tackle this. Like Denise said, only now we're starting to study it in law. So it's very new, and it's not like in Italy that they could start tackling it in the 1980s. It's very new for us.
I think that Gabriele wants to talk to. Gabriele?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer the Khizran Fatima. I sorry, I don't know how to say, but about the answer about the colors of the flag of Brazil. And when I talk, I want to say that it's study history. So if you ask for someone else, probably the answer will be different. But Brazil has the two colors, that the biggest one in the flag, green and yellow. these colors come to the Empire of Brazil, of Dom Pedro. Actually, the colors are the House of the Portugal, or the House of Bragança and the House of Habsburg. Is the House of Leopoldina. There was the marriage with Dom Pedro. Sorry, I can't hear this right now. Long time that I don't speak English in public. And when they come the Republic, the proclamation of the Republic is actually tomorrow, 15th of November. And history is about remember and forgetting. And the people, when they want the Republic, want to forget, they want the people forget about the empire, want to see the empire as a bad thing. The Republic was better. And they look to the flag and they start a legend in Brazil that the most of people that to ask, they're gonna answer that the green is for the forest, the yellow for the gold, the blue for the river, and the stars are each country, each state of Brazil. The stars another thing. The star when the Republicans want to design the flag, they want to project the sky of the stars of in the flag, the sky of the stars of the day of the proclamation. But there was kind of wrong, and with time, which state beginning each state was beginning to be a star in the flag. This actually there were more stars adding with some time, and now we have like 26 stars in the flag because which stars are a state.
Thank you, Gabriele. Gabriele was answering a question that someone proposed sent before. We had another thing, another activity for now, right? But it's like we are in almost 2 hours of meeting. Do you think that we should keep it? What do you think?
We can finish it with the introduction part, actually, which we missed out. I mean, considering the time that we had uh, and the the eagerness to go ahead with the topics, I think right now we can actually ask others to engage with us by at least introducing themselves and what they do. So, because a lot of them have been silent, it has just been me, Sohan, Leticia, you, and now Gabriele, and some of, I mean, 2 or 3 of them have actually spoken, and some of them have spoken over the chats. So let's bring them in the front and let them introduce themselves, right?
What if we keep the activity, but with instead of 15 minutes, we use like 5 or 10 minutes?
Sure, that's fine. 10 minutes would be fine.
Yes, and everyone can present themselves on the breakout session.
I'll call out the names, okay? So the first one, Gabriele, you come back again. She's. We'll get back to her. Probably she's a little tired.
I think that
okay.
we are going to receive more answers in the breakout sessions, like in the rooms.
Okay, please forgive me if I get the names wrong. I don't want eggs and stones to be thrown at me later on. So, the next person would be Bruna Renata.
I think they are shy. So we are waiting for you to present yourselves.
I can go.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm Brazilian. I'm from Brazil. My name is Ana Gabriele. I actually am in a group of study with Leticia, Denise, and I think some other people here. I don't know. I don't recognize, but I think so. And I'm a law student. I'm still on taking my degree first one. I'm young, I'm 18 years old. And that's it. I'm here as a listener, but I think it's really interested, and I think it's opened a lot of doors to meet other people and talk about real issues on the road. And yeah, it's interesting. It's really good to talk with anyone and see different points of view. And I just want to say something about a comment that was here on the chat about surgery, about plastic surgery in Brazil. And yeah, we studied a lot, but we are embracing our beauty more, because I think, especially on women, for a long time, people want something for us. They want a certain body, they want a certain hair, they want a certain face. And if you don't fit there, you have to change. And it's still like there, but it's changing. For me, example, I have a curly hair. And for a long time, I used my hair straight because we're considered beauty. Was prettier. I don't know why. But now it's changing. So you see in television, you see on Instagram, people are setting their hair and changing. So it's real. And we are changing this point. And I think especially women, it still have a lot of pressure, but I hope this change because we have different bodies, we have different faces, and we have different hairs. That's it.
So technically, we have so many law students here, which means that we have a group of very argumentative people. But otherwise, it's really wonderful to have you all around. Uh, I would want to see a Brazilian who is not a law student just yet. Anyway, this was Anna Gabrieli, right? Bruna Renata. I hope I got the name right. Okay, she is not going to speak. Uh, Bruna Shigaki. Please speak something. Okay.
I think it's better to see who wants to present themselves, because maybe they are a little shy for being the first time. I'm seeing some people with the cameras open, like
Alright, we can do one
Jessica,
thing.
Jessica, Guilherme. Could you, if you could present yourself? You didn't say.
The others can raise their hands when you click onto the button.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well, my name is Guilherme, and I am in a different account in here. It's seen Luis Loeb, but it's not me. I'm with his computer, and my name is Guilherme. Well, I was invited by Denise to join you in this amazing meeting. So I'm so happy to be here. It's a new thing to do. I am so excited to be part of it. We are colleagues, and so and sorry about that. And well, this is it. We are meeting, and well, sorry about that. I'm so shy, and in the other meeting we can know each others.
Thank you, Guilherme. Guilherme is an actor, and he's like shy here in front of cameras, but you are going to see when he starts his job. Like, he's a great actor. You are going to see soon.
Let's watch our Bollywood movies.
Thank you very much.
Yes, who knows? We have Jessica. Do you want to talk? I think that Jessica is not listening us.
Your audio.
Oh, she took off her. Jessica, hi.
Hello! Gente, me desculpa, eu não sei falar muito inglês, né? Então, eu pedi ajuda aqui no Google, porque eu não sei nada, quase nada de falar inglês.
Respira. Keep calm.
Peraí. Peraí.
Hi guys, all right. I apologize because I understand little English.
Eu pedi ajuda pro Google, então é.
Você quer que eu te apresente?
Sim, sim. Não, peraí. Sim, eu quero. Yes.
So everyone, this is Jessica. She's saying that, yes, she's saying she doesn't know how to speak English, and she's Brazilian. She studied with us. She's a law student, and I think that she's happy for being here. Você tá feliz por estar aqui, Jéssica?
Yes.
I learn one Indian
Yes, happy.
word. Namaste to you.
What does it mean when we say namaste?
It's a greeting. Like
Okay.
hello.
Nice.
It has a more cultural connotation. When we say
It's like
namaste,
I am bowing down to you.
I'm going down.
Yeah.
So could we take a picture with everyone? Yes. Could you open your?
Jéssica, wait a second. Jéssica, seus cachorros estão indo à loucura aí, desliga o áudio.
I'm sorry.
If anyone wants to talk, to present, you can talk. And let's take a picture. Joycilane, Gabriele, Eden, Debarshree, Bruna, Vetilo, Paul, Khizran.
I can present myself. I think the first time I speak, I'll get so nervous that my English gets so strange. But I'm Gabriele. I'm from Goiânia, and I'm student of law and history, and that is.
Thank you, Gabriele. We don't see you. Keep your cameras open. Stay here, please. Let's take a picture.
Here, I'm here. I'm staying right here.
Yes, please. So who is going? I'm going to take the picture. Just a moment. Everyone is smiling.
Vai.
Hi guys, my name is Eden.
My name is Dani. I speak English, okay.
But
Hi, Denise.
good morning, everybody. Okay.
Hi, my friends. Open your camera to take a picture. Wait a moment.
Aparece.
Wait a moment. Stay there. Eden, Dani, where are you?
It's like one of those people who would come at the last of the meeting and then they'll be like, what happened?
Okay, I took the picture. It was nice. I hope it was nice for everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was our first time, and we are going to get better in the others. And we are receiving your suggestions. If you have any suggestions, we have a group with the speakers, and we are going to send to you, the listeners too. And if you want, you can join it. I want to thank a lot. Thank you to everyone. Thank everyone that is here and the ones that talked. It was very nice. I know that we got a little nervous for being the first time, but I really enjoy it, and I think we can keep doing it. We can change things with this. Like when we exchange culture, exchange knowledge, we are helping each other and learning more things, and we can maybe change the world or the world of someone. I hope we can grow up together and build better things. That's it. I see Paul now. Hello, Paul.
Okay. Just to add,
So, are you saying,
the
Paul,
whole
you were
thing
moved?
will is recorded.
Hi,
So,
my
you,
friends.
Yeah, yeah.
So, my name
I'm
is
speaking.
Paul
Okay.
Rivera from Peru,
Okay.
and I would like to say thank you to everybody, and Denise too. So, in my country, it's very, very early. So, but I like I like so much to know about different countries, to meet you, to everyone. I listen different experience when I sleep, but it's great. It's great. Your country, from India, from Brazil, from different voices. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you, Denise. And so I speak Spanish. I hope you understand that I say in English. But so the importance in these times is to express the promote a culture of peace and no violence in our country, in this world. So I wish you have a great day, and thank you very much for this meeting. Thank you.
thank you, Paul. Sohan, what were you saying? Sohan? Viprav, your friend were saying,
So,
yes.
Sohan,
Yeah, yeah.
Denise, obrigada
Yeah.
por sua
Actually, we will be
apresentação.
just
Sohan? I'm sorry.
okay. Okay, okay, it's okay. I just wanted to add one thing that we'll be make the recorded video will be uploaded onto the YouTube so that people can share it also. And please do share it with your friends and family also. So that we can improve ourselves at the same time and also include new members to the group. Okay. So that
Okay,
was just that's what I was about to add.
nice. Thank you. We are going to share it and we send the link to everyone. I'm going to send a link on your emails to confirm your participation here. Okay. And I think we are finishing. All right, Viphav?
absolutely. So we are on time. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Matter of 2 minutes or so, but we are on time.
Yes.
We did it really well. It went beyond my expectations. Well, all of you have done a great job. And on behalf of my team, I would like to thank all of you. It's come down to 24 members right now, but earlier there were 31. It's an effort to sit for 2 hours and listen to your friends speak, and uh, there's no greater honor than listening to your friends. That's all I can say. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all.
And have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or something. I'll hit the sack right now.
A great life. See you soon. Thank you,
See you
everyone.
soon. Have a nice day. Thank you.
See ya. Oh,
Thank you, Sonali, Amit. Bye-bye.
thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. It was a great show.
Thank you.